that. Where you gonna get a wig like this? So look at this one right here. Very cute, y'all. Very, very cute. So yeah. Ooh, so cute. Y'all, welcome back to another hair video. Shout out to Unice Hair Company for sponsoring today's video. You already know I got their pink and pretty robe on, very cute. Chef's kiss, baby, nice and full. The unit does come with the tape already attached to it, and this is a pre-everything unit, guys, so I'm not going to do anything as far as customizing the hairline or anything like that. It's already ready to go. We're going to add some powder and keep it pushing. I'm thinking about doing some baby hairs. I gotta kind of see what I'm going to do. I'm thinking about doing some baby hairs, but you know, we gotta, you know, figure it out. So the first thing I'm gonna do is just pull this back, and I'm actually going to clean the area where the tape is at, because you want to make sure that that area is super clean. That's the only way the tape is going to stick down. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I've been loving the tape. Like on the 13x4 units, the tape just is so much easier than gluing the unit down or spraying the unit down. So recently I've just been using tape on my pre-everything units, and they've just been working really nice. I had another unit from Unice Hair Company, guys, that I reviewed recently, and I absolutely love that unit. That unit as well is just tape. It's a 13x4, so all I do is put 2 pieces of tape here, and that is that. And it stays on really, really well. So again, make sure you go ahead and get some alcohol. And if you have makeup on or without makeup, just want to clean this area off so it's not oily. Because if it's oily, it ain't gonna stick. Now, obviously, you guys can see that the lace is a little bit on the, you know, kind of natural side. So I'm gonna have to go in and put a little bit of my powder on it just to kind of make sure everything matches and melts with my skin. Let's make sure that we get that thing all the way down here first. So like that. So yeah, so we're gonna do a little bit of styling with this one. As far as the curls go, you guys can see the curls are super pretty. So this is a same day install, guys, straight out the box. So this is package curled. So you guys can see how pretty these curls are, very nice. So all I'm gonna do is manicure the front part, the top part, because the hair is already packaged and pretty. And because, like I said, it is a same day install, I'm gonna show you guys how to slay this unit very easy, okay? Straight to the point, easy and nice. So I'm probably gonna do like a middle part to start, and do like a little side part situation. And I think that's what we're gonna do for this. Just show you guys how I would wear this one. I'd probably even do like a little flip over with this one too. Like something like that. Ooh. Let's see, should I do baby hairs? What y'all thinking? If I'm gonna do baby hairs, I'm gonna do baby hairs right here. So let's go ahead and see. And again, this is already pre-cut and pre-styled, pre-tweezed and everything, so I don't have to do anything as far as that. You're just basically pulling hair out to make your little baby hairs, and that is that. So I think maybe like 2, is that too much hair? Probably. Okay, that's way too much hair, but I think we're gonna do it as far as that much, that area, that thickness right here. So just this much baby hair. Yeah, so I think this is good on this side. What you guys think? I think that's pretty good. And then we'll do the same thing on this side, but just get like a nice little amount. So here and here. Maybe I gotta move this up a little bit. Look at me. I'm trying to make sure that I don't look crazy. You feel me? Okay, that's much better. Okay. And we're gonna do some soft baby hairs with this. Not plaster, but, okay, there we go. So I'm gonna go ahead in here and just kind of smooth the hairline out, separating all the hair away from the baby hair, because we wanna make sure that the baby hair stays nice and in place. Now I really have a hard time curling baby hairs, but I'm gonna just try my hardest to get this one to do a nice little swig on it. I've been kind of practicing lately, and you know, my little baby hair's been coming out kind of cool or whatever. So I'm just gonna pull some of this hair right here. It's a lot. So there you go. You have like a smooth surface, and again, they already did everything to this unit. So it's pre-plucked, pre-bleach, pre-everything. So that's it. You look at that scalp right there. You can see my beauty mark right here. So that's how you know it's a true HD lace. Very nice hair, y'all. Very, very nice. Again, this is a perfect wig, y'all, for the summer season. If you're looking for like a nice curly tropical vacation wig, Unice Hair has a lot of units on their website, guys. And the 13x4, this is a pre-everything glueless unit. Even though there's tape on the ear tab section, guys, trust me, once you pull this wig off, that tape is going to be tacky, and you're able to go ahead and put it on the next day with no issue. So I still consider these 13x4s like glueless. They're glueless in my opinion. I don't know. I could pop this wig off and put it right back on. So that's what I mean when I say glueless, even though you guys see the little tape on the 13x4. So yeah, so I think that's pretty good right there. You kind of got everything to look nice. And again, I didn't, you know, leave too much hair. I just did enough. Why does this piece of hair keep wrapping up with that one? Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just cut on a slant, hoping that I don't mess this up. And same thing on this side. I feel like those are kind of long baby hairs, but I only do them long because I just don't want to mess it up. And longer is better and safer. I can always cut it after. So we're probably just gonna swoop these into the hair to make it look really cute. So you guys see that? Nice, clean. So what I'm gonna do now is go ahead and grab some powder, and we're gonna, you know, play with some powder around the edges, because obviously you guys can see I do need to go ahead and tap some powder on the edges to kind of give it more of a realistic look. So I'm gonna mix some wet foundation with powder. It gives it more of like a goopy feel to it and really kind of sits nice around the edges. You guys will see the difference in a few minutes. So that's what I'm gonna do. So make sure you go ahead and find yourself a good powder, and you can go ahead and use that around the edges to melt it with your skin. I just want to make sure that everything looks seamless. And look, that was quick. That was quick. So I'm gonna do it all the way around here, and I'm not gonna do it on the part where the tape is at until I lift the tape off. So I'm gonna leave this alone right here. And again, very simple. Add some powder right here in this parting space, a little bit. And then we're gonna do it on this side as well too, just on the edge. If you wanna go ahead and cut a little bit of this, you can, but they already did the cutting for you. The hairline has like that little ridge type of cut, which I absolutely love. It just makes the hairline look much more realistic. I love when they do that. So there you go, guys. Looks good. See? All right, y'all, so I got the baby hairs to kind of curl pretty decently. So I actually like the way they came out. Obviously, they're a little bit long, so I'm gonna leave it like that. I'm not even gonna cut it anymore because it's better to have them long versus cutting them way too short, because it ain't gonna grow back. So I'm just gonna use a little bit of heat towards it, and I'm gonna hit the baby hairs with spritz. Just a little tap of spritz. And the spritz will help keep that shape, that little woof shape. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use the comb side of the brush and just kind of like sweep that in there like that. And again, I just put a little spritz on it just to get them baby hairs to look real cute or whatever. So just like that. So literally, guys, everything is in position where it needs to be. Oh, a little bit of this got stuck. So everything's in position where it needs to be. So all I'm gonna do is just basically just tap it down like that. Like literally just tap it. That's it. Like literally just tap it down in position just like that. And again, you want to press it down. Usually I'll tell you guys to use like a rat tail comb to do it, just to, so you don't get your greasy hands on the tape part. But that's basically what you're just gonna tap it down, y'all. Just tap it down like this and make sure that it sticks. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add some powder on top of it. The same powder on that I did on the front around this part too. Just so again that everything is seamless. Look at that, quickly fix it up. And again, if you want to, you can do sideburns, but I don't really feel like that's necessary. I feel like a lot of the time I did a lot of like the baby hair stuff, mostly with units that I was gluing down. Look at how this looks so natural. You don't even have to do anything here. You just gotta, you know, play around with the baby hairs a little bit on that side. Like, you know, just you know, sprinkle them around like that. You don't really need to do all the extra stuff. It's gonna stay down real nice and flat right here and real cute. So now what I'm gonna do is just kind of swing these baby hairs over. Try to get this to give you like a little bit of a look. And again, I didn't want the baby hairs to look perfect. I just wanted them to look like something, you know? Like something, so. I like how that came out. Cute, simple, straight to the point. So now what I'm gonna do is go ahead and wet the hair. So obviously the first style is going to be a middle part style because I mean like, let's go. It's gonna be a middle part. So now that I have the hair the way I want, I usually like to use spritz right here just to kind of get the hair to have like a little bit of a, you know? So I'm gonna use a little spritz on the front part right here. And I use my hands just to kind of get this to give a little mold. The middle part is perfect. Obviously it came this way, so I'm gonna spray the middle part area right here just to make sure that everything stays flat, or kind of like flat. So now what I'm gonna do, because the back hair is already pretty curly, I don't have to play around with that. So I'm gonna use a little bit of water and some of my Shea Moisture, this is Shea Moisture curling custard. I'm just going to wet the top. And this is one of those spray bottles that holds the water pressure. It stays a long time. Look at one quick spray. Cool, right? So, and again, because the bottom here, look at, ooh wee, y'all see that curl, honey? Ooh wee, I love a water wave texture here. Y'all don't even like look at, wow, this is gorgeous. And again, you can go ahead and, you know, wet this part right here because we want everything to look cute and clean. I'm gonna go ahead and wet that part there like that, put a little spritz there just to make sure that everything looks smooth and seamless. Y'all see that? Okay? Like never doing too much. Look at that. Do y'all, you see what I'm trying to tell y'all? Easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So, ooh, do you guys see how pretty that is? Just a little bit of water, and look at how gorgeous this hair is. And again, like I said, I wanna focus at the top because we played around with those curls more than anything. The back curls are still nice, so we're just gonna focus on the front hair to make sure that everything is seamless. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is just clip this side because I don't like to play in the hair too much, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do like an under clip like this, and then I'm gonna pull that hair back. This is how I let the hair air dry. I don't need to be playing in it. I've already wet it, move on. Okay. And just use my diffuser just to kind of get the top part to dry quick. Y'all, baby. So cute. And look at, again, I told y'all this is still glueless, and I'm gonna show y'all I can lift this little part of tape up just like this and then put her right back down. Look at it. Just put it right back down like that and use the back of my comb to get her to stay nice and flat. That's it. So technically, like I said to y'all, this is considered a glueless 13x4. Like you don't have, like you can lift this wig up and put it right back down. No issues whatsoever. I did go ahead and slide a little powder in the middle part right here. I'm going in with my L'Oreal Pure Ever Pure oil and serum. And I'm just using this just to kind of get the hair to have like a little bit of a shine after I blow dried her on, kind of dried her up a little bit. So I'm going to put a little bit of this on here as a little bit of a sheen. But this is what the curls look like, baby. Okay, like I'm feeling the baby hairs. I think the baby hairs came out cute. And again, if I want to switch this hairstyle to like a side part, the baby hair right here, I would have to part it right here and it'll just still come out really nice. So yeah. Ooh, so cute. Look at the density of this hair and look at the curl pattern. Again, I just added some water to it and then I diffused her like for like 5 minutes on high heat. And then this is the final result of me just kind of manicuring the top of this. So cute. And again, look at them edges. Simple. Straight to the point. Cute and clean. Simple baby hair. So what I'm going to do now, guys, I'm going to go ahead and switch the style to a flip over method. I think a flip over method with this one will look really good. So I'm going to move the part and then we're going to diffuse the hair this way. So yeah, so let me go ahead and grab my water bottle and we're going to start working the part out. All right, guys, so what I'm gonna do is go ahead and play with the front, but I'm gonna use that hot comb to do that because it'll be much easier for me to kind of like maneuver the front with the hot comb instead. Now I'm also gonna kind of shift the parting space as well too. So you're gonna have to play magician over here to get this to kind of unfold out of the middle part style. I actually think it will look really cute as a flip over. So I'm just gonna like hot comb this over, basically. Just the rooting part, guys. We're gonna add a little bit more water just to justify everything because of the whole flip right here. So I'm gonna kind of leave it like this. Usually when I do a flip over method, I like to just use a hot comb slightly to kind of like push the hair in the way I want it to and kind of pull this part down like that to give it more of like a natural look. We don't want to part it. We want it to look like a flip over. So now that I kind of have this like that, I'm gonna go ahead and wet the hair again at the top. Now I'm only gonna do this part of it because I'm just pulling up a little hair to do a flip. Now obviously this hair underneath is already done. So what I'll probably do is, I'll be fine. So I'm just gonna go ahead and wet hair. And then we're gonna diffuse the top of this one. And then that'll give us the final flip look. Y'all, the hair dries up so nice. And look at the curls. Again, there is no part right here. All I did was just kind of push the hair back. Let me tell y'all, my best friend is Spritz. Spritz will do it for you, especially when it comes to styling, curls, curly hair, whatever it is. Spritz is going to be your best friend, baby. I'm telling you, all I used today was Spritz, water, and my hot comb. And guys, look at this hairstyle. So cute. I really think that this wig looks better in like a flip over method. Like I feel like this side part flip over method just looks so luxurious, so fly, so cute. And again, I absolutely love this 13x4. Again, look at the edges on the side. Didn't do too much, but did just enough, baby. And it's slayed to the gods. Like, okay, Unice Hair Company, you done did this one again. Absolutely stunning. The density on this one and the length is 24 inches, guys. It's a nice kind of thick density and it's perfect. Absolutely love this one, y'all. And again, I'm kind of a flip over method this way to the right side. So if you want to go ahead and do it to the left, you can. But just like, look at that. Where you want to get a wig like this? Do another hairstyle with this unit for you guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this like in a half up, half down situation. Again, this hair is so pretty, guys. It's like a curly Jerry curl type of mixture. Very nice. You guys can see, absolutely stunning. So baby hairs look good, everything look good. So I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of pull up this. Obviously you guys can see with the, you know, little flip. I think that it'll look good too. Just doing kind of like the same situation on that side. So I got my hot comb on. I'm just gonna go ahead and press this part right here. We're just trying to make it look neat. We don't have to make the parting space so perfect. We're just kind of just throwing it in. We're gonna give like more of a natural look more than anything. We don't want it to look so plastered-y and like parted perfectly. We want to do like a really clean, natural half up, half down. Do about like 3 wraps of this one because you want to kind of make sure it's tight so that you don't get no like bumping up in the front part. Keep it kind of tight and cute right here. We'll do like 5 wraparounds. If I had like a smaller scrunchie, this would have been quicker, but you get the gist of it. So that's good right there. Just kind of, you know, make sure that we fan it out a little bit. I'm probably gonna go ahead and grab a little piece of hair in the back and we're gonna wrap this in the front. So I'm gonna grab some curly hair from the back right here and then we're gonna wrap this around the top of the ponytail just to give it more of like a little, you know, a little zhuzh. Make sure you get down at the base as well too. Oh, this is so cute. Okay, so there you go for this look. Oh, cute, very cute. Now again, this is a glueless unit, guys. Up here you can go ahead and shift it. So I'll pull it back down just a little bit just to make sure that everything stays nice and seamless, as you guys can see right here. So what I'm gonna do now is just take my little baby hair brush and we're gonna go ahead and I'm actually put some on my fingertip and I'm gonna go ahead and tap it on the baby hair right here just to kind of make it more of like a fun baby hair on the side. And then I'm gonna do the same thing over here just to kind of like have it more fanned out and in like that. So I think this looks really cute, y'all. Very nice, cute, simple, and straight to the point. So this is what this is giving. I'm gonna go ahead and spray right here as well too. All right, and if you wanna go back in with your hot comb just to flatten this out, you can, just to kind of make sure everything stays like ponytail wise. Again, they did go ahead and pre-tweeze everything so it looks really nice and cute, y'all. So look at this one right here. Very cute, y'all, very cute. Simple, 13x4. Straight to the point, very cute and just fun. Look at that, y'all.